What's going on, New York Yankees fans? Welcome back to another video. If you guys haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that notification button so you get notified when a live stream pops video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Obviously, channel updates. Boys in the Big Apple has been moved to Fridays, 8:10 p.m. And Thursday, we are live streaming. The NBA Draft Clutch B-Ball is expected to come on once again like he did for that Knicks game. Appreciate that he accepted the offer. It's going to be a fun night overall. With that being said, the Yankees have made a trade. It's not a big trade, but it's a trade. They acquired right-handed pitcher reliever Clay Holmes from the Pittsburgh Pirates for prospects Diego Castillo and Jun Park. I don't like that they gave up Park, and I'm going to suspect for right now. Now, obviously, Bob Clappish has kind of already proven my suspicions to be correct. But, you know, he said a couple of days ago, actually, that the Yankees did not like, or to be specific, Cashman and the Yankees analytics department did not like Jun Park. And that, you know, they were not going to call him up because it didn't make a difference. COVID hit the team and he came up to the big leagues and he didn't get multiple at-bats. He got one at-bat. And that was, who was that against? I think that was against the Red Sox, in the first game. Yeah, he grounded out. From then on, they didn't play him, which honestly is a big fucking waste of time. And that shows you, you know, the analytics department doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Analytics are a tool to be used. They're not supposed to be the basing of your lineup. What do I think of this trade overall? I'm going to give you my thoughts. Now, I'm going to break it down in stats for Clay Holmes and obviously the two prospects that the Yankees gave up. So, real quickly, from Pete Simonetti, who is a Yankees content creator, shoutouts to him. I like his content. He said, just got a message from a friend who's seen a lot of Holmes. Good deal for the Yankees. Clay has above average stuff with a hard sinker. Command is not his strong point, leaves it up at times, has the potential to be elite. Obviously, I can't really say what Holmes is going to be. I'm not a guy who's a scout. I can't really do that, though I've played the game of baseball before. So obviously, that's what Pete Simonetti's friend or whoever had to say about Clay Holmes. Now, here are the stats. So over the years, here are the stats starting in 2018. 1-3 record with a 6.84 ERA in 11 games. 35 games with a 5.58 ERA in 2019 with a 1-2 record. Only one game in 2020, 1.1 innings pitched, and 2 hits given up with a strikeout as well, 6 batters faced. And then you go to 2021, about a 3-2 record, a 4.93 ERA in 44 games, 42 innings pitched, total of 35 hits given up, 23 earned runs, 25 walks, 44 strikeouts. His batting average against, if I could get that, I don't have that on my sheet. But with that being said, that's the side for the Pittsburgh Pirates and what they gave up. Now, you look at the Yankees, Diego Castillo, who actually started in AA this year, I believe, with the Hudson Valley Renegades. 224 at-bats, 44 runs, 62 hits, 11 home runs, 32 RBIs, 8 stolen bases, 277 batting average, and an on-base percentage of .345. In his MILB career, over the course of the couple of years, 1,976 at-bats, 277 runs, 532 hits, 19 home runs, 206 RBIs, 51 stolen bases, 269 average, and an on-base percentage of .323. So, guy's not a power hitter. I mean, he's hit 11 home runs, which account for a lot of the home runs in his career. But other than that, not much of a power hitter, more of a speed guy, more of a hit-for-average guy. Okay, Jun Park. Obviously, I told you guys that he grounded out in his first MLB at-bat, and that was his only MLB at-bat to the date. Now, could he get called up for the Pirates? I have really no idea, but that's not my thing to discuss. The Pirate content creators can go and discuss that if they want. Now, in 2021 in AAA, Jun Park had 202 at-bats, 48 runs, 62 hits, 11 home runs, 32 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, 307 batting average, on-base percentage of .452. Then in his total career, 2,034 at-bats, 335 runs, 519 hits, 34 home runs, 210 RBIs, 118 stolen bases, and a .255 average with an on-base percentage of .367. So here are my instant thoughts, and I'm not going to diss Pete or his source or whatever because I actually, like his content and stuff like that. But I don't think this is a good trade. Now, you guys know, going back to the last video I had, I basically said, what's the point of trading for somebody at the deadline, And I've said it in multiple videos, kind of hinting at it, and even saying it, the Yankees didn't go over the luxury tax in March and, even before that to basically sign the players they needed. But, they depended on Talkman, they depended on Ford, they depended on Brett Gardner and those guys to try to be their 2019 selves and not their 2020 selves. Probably, Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman using the excuse, it was a shortened season. I don't know what they actually said. I could give a fuck what they said. But with that being said, why go over the luxury tax now if you didn't go a couple of months ago? And we're sitting in fourth freaking place in the AL East right now. Now, I get it. The Blue Jays, they're playing the Bo Sox, whatever. We'll see what happens. But I have no hope, honestly, that this team is going to make the playoffs. And what's the point of going over the luxury tax for Clay Holmes and other guys that may or may not impact your roster when your season pretty much could already be done? I mean, they were not supposed to lose a series, and that's impossible for the second half because you're going to lose a series, but that's the position they put themselves in the first half. With losing all the games, the inconsistencies, the Detroit series, all of that is procrastination. Now they got to win this many games to get into the playoffs, to get into the wild card, whatever. This ain't expanded playoffs, people. That ended last year. So anyone who has hype, listen, you can have hype, but just know that when you're wrong, you're wrong. Sorry. And let me focus on the bigger thing here. Why would you give up two good prospects? Now, obviously, once again, I explained that Jun Park was not a Yankee favorite because the analytics department didn't like him. That's a bunch of bullshit, but obviously it's a bunch of geeks who never played baseball before. They just went to college and probably took a sports management class, and he completed that course within one semester, whatever. That's just an insinuation by me. But my point is, why would you give up two prospects overall, even, cancel out Jun Park? Why would you give up Diego Castillo, who's hitting well in Hudson Valley, for a 28-year-old pitcher who has necessarily not worked out in the big leagues? I mean, could it be the team? Could it be this? Could it be that that's impacting his ERA, his winning record, stuff like that? Let me go into the bigger splits. This year, he has an opposing batting average of .220, so that's not bad. Last year, .333. His first year, .291. His second year, .232. So it's been all over the place, but an opposing batting average of .242, which happens to be on the good side. Once again, going back to the present day, why would you give up two prospects for a pitcher that's barely lasted in the big leagues? Guy was drafted in 2011 and did not make his MLB debut until 2018. We've seen guys make their debuts earlier. And it's not like, the Pirates, this playoff team, they have trouble getting guys through the system. Of course not. No. They're a fucking dumpster fire. That's why the trade is good for them at all angles. Because they're giving up some scrub. I'm sorry, that's the way I perceive it right now. I could definitely come back on this video and say, well, I was wrong about Clay Holmes. But you gave up two prospects. The Pirates don't care about analytics right now. They care about building up their system and building for the future. And they got two good guys right there. Probably one of the best hitters in AAA. And then you got Diego Castillo, who obviously, once again, I explained his stats. But for a 28-year-old pitcher who was drafted in 2011, didn't make his debut until 2018. With that point, we drafted Trey Ombrigi in 2015, 2014, 2013. We drafted Gittins in 2014. We had so many years to bring them up. The point I'm trying to make here is that those guys were stuck in the system because the Yankees were trying to make the playoffs every year. You know, they weren't necessarily rebuilding like the Pirates would. That's not what the Yankees' mentality is, for lack of better words. They're not going to sit here and rebuild like the Pirates. That's just not going to happen. But my point is, why is it taking this guy this many years to come up to the big leagues in a organization that is trash, while Trey Omberge and Chris Gittens have taken about the same amount of time, but they're on a winning team and a winning franchise? My point is that this guy probably hasn't worked out or didn't work out in the minor leagues, and that's why it took him so long. It probably took him so long because he was not expected to be a major leaguer. I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. You know, in my opinion, if you were going to buy at the deadline, go after Adam Frazier. They didn't do that. He went to the Padres now. Shoutouts to him. Hope he does hella wreck there on, you know, interdivision rivals and shit like that. But if you're going to make a move, you make a good move. You make a move that makes sense. You make a big move. And I understand a lot of New York sports fans are spoiled because, oh, this guy doesn't make the big moves. Trust me, I've seen it with the New York Giants over the past year. I think I know what that's about. But my point is, you trade for a scrub who could work out. Once again, I'm leaving that option on the table. You trade for a scrub and give up 2 prospects. Doesn't make sense. Really doesn't, honestly. 2 prospects for a scrub that's 28 years old, that has been in the major leagues for 4 years, and really hasn't put up that great stats. Just for the stats. I'm sorry, I'm reflecting off of that, and I know, you know, supposedly he is a good sinker and stuff like that, but you know what? Make the big move, and you know what? I'm not even going to go further into just rambling on in this video. It just sickens me, because I don't want the Yankees to buy into the false hope that they're going to the playoffs, because as of right now, it looks nothing like that. But if you're going to the deadline, you look for hitters, you look for big players. If you're going to give up prospects for players that actually are worth of it. Adam Frazier, Brian Reynolds, maybe Max Scherzer to some people. Joey Gallo, I would not agree with that trade, but in terms of giving up prospects, I'd rather do that than frigging for Clay Holmes. Whatever. Another questionable move, in my opinion, by this Yankees organization. The analytics bugs, they're taking over this organization. They're filling Cashman's head with freaking lies about different players. Whatever. If Jun Park and Diego Castillo be wonders for the Pittsburgh Pirates, listen, that's their win of the trade. Good luck, Pittsburgh. If we lose or if we win this trade, we'll see. We'll see. But it's a matter of time. But the first perception of this trade is not good for me. It's not, because you're trading 2 prospects once again for a journeyman. With that being said, guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification button so you get notified when the live stream pops, video drops. Appreciate you all coming back to another video. Hope to see you guys soon in the chats, Twitter, wherever, YouTube, even, you know, on live stream, stuff like that. Peace out. See you later. Stay cool.